Hello everyone, this is my homemade tire trailer. I made it from Northern Tool Ultra Tow brand aluminum 40 by 48 base kit, and I covered the whole thing. First thing I did is I covered the whole thing in aluminum diamond plate, and it's two different sheets, or two separate sheets, half and half. You can see the seam right there. It was easier for me to find the smaller size sheets and double it up than one big sheet. So that's the route I went, and just bolted it down. All the basic points, it's all bolted down at assembly points. The tire basket is from Harbor Freight. It's an aluminum hitch basket. I removed the hitch tube and just kept the aluminum basket. I had to drill all the rivets and pull the hitch tube off, and then placed it across the front. And it gave me a little extra width because it's wider than the actual width of the trailer. It's about 47 inches in width. My tire stack is 42, and as you can see, it goes right to the edge of the trailer. So I wasn't really sure how to do this, and when I saw the basket, I thought it might work, and it does. So I have extra room if I ever go to another car where I have wider tires than these 4 255s that I haul with it. I'll be able to have a little bit of extra room to run wider tires. The toolbox is a tongue box from Northern Tool as well. It is used for bigger trailers, and it mounts on the front, but I mounted it backward. I thought it kind of looked nice with the the diamond plate theme, and it had the tapered corners that allowed me to utilize the space for other things. Gas cans, which you can see I did. I added roto packs, 3-gallon gas cans on each side, and on top of that are 1.75 gallon potable water jugs, but I can swap those out for gas if I decide I want to haul more gas than I have here. The inside the tongue box basically carry just the basic stuff. I have extra brake pads. Underneath this is my jack handle. It breaks into 2 pieces, fits in this bin. This is a funnel that I use for brake fluid. I made it from an old brake fluid bottle. I cut the bottom off, and then I put it in the master cylinder so I don't have to worry about it spilling all over the engine bay. Works for me. This is my bin that I carry an extra quart of oil. Just the basic lightweight track jack, aluminum jack. My breaker bar, my torque wrench. I've got some rubber wheel chocks for the trailer so it doesn't roll in the paddock when I'm not watching it. I've got one for each wheel. Basic fishing tackle box for tools, just enough tools to do tire change, a full brake job. I can change calipers, pads, rotors, everything, but not really too much else. A 25-foot locking cable that I can run through all the gas cans, through the trailer, through my wheels. If for some reason I have to leave it somewhere, I want to secure it a little bit better. I also have a Rotopax mount in here. I could add another can if I wanted to, a small, maybe 1-gallon can. I just had it, so I used it for a backing plate, and I don't have a can for it. But a light. Often I start before it gets light out, and I finish after it gets dark, and I need a little bit of light in here sometimes. I have 2 pieces of 2x8 that I use as wheel chocks for my car and the paddock, but I also pull my car up on it because I have a removable rear hitch, and this gives me a little bit more room to get underneath and pull the hitch off the car. I carry an oil funnel, and I carry my tire gauge, little bin that carry my tire gauge there, and that's really it. That's the basics of the tools that I carry. Everything's watertight. I had to move the license plate. It was under the tail light, and I moved it up here because it was getting bent. So I had to rewire it and run a license plate light there to keep it legal. As far as this middle space, I keep a pop-up canopy, my lawn chairs. I could probably put a tent there if I wanted to, if I'm going to camp at the track, if I wanted to do something like that. It still gives me extra cargo space there. I have these 2 D-rings that I use, that I strap I have a hitch rack, a Sarah Solo one bike trunk rack, not a hitch rack, a trunk rack that fits here, and I can actually hang a bike on the back if I wanted to bring a bike to the track. My tires, the way I strap them down is I have this retractable strap, pulls all the way out, and I run it across the top. Then I latch it into the D-ring, pull it through, and this is actually retractable, so it pulls it tight, and then I just ratchet this one down to hold it across and sandwich them all together, and that's it. That's on. And then I use my retractable, I don't know where I got these. I think I got these from maybe Home Depot. Retractable ratchet straps. Try and do this one-handed. They hook in like this here, and I can kind of pull the ratchet out, and I run these across the cross strap to just kind of hold it down so it doesn't flap around in the wind. Pull this through, and then this one locks, hooks into this D-ring, and then I can take up the slack just by pushing the button, and then ratchet it down tight, and that's it. And that's how the tires are ratcheted down. I do the 4 times all the way across, and it's done. It's that easy. I swapped out the wheels and put a higher speed rated wheel with aluminum wheels. They look nice. I can do 65. I've done 70 on the highway, no problem. They're rated up to about 81 miles per hour. But I don't go over 65 with this. It's super stable. I just don't like going fast with a trailer on the back of my car. I added this front folding tongue stand, I guess, on the front to, when it's empty, I can push it around the garage and stuff. I had to change out the caster wheel for one with a bearing in it, so it turned better and rolled better. But it works really good. It folds up. I added a little handle to help me pull it around. It's actually really light. I don't think fully loaded the way you see it right now, it's right around 400 pounds. I haven't officially weighed it yet, but it's about, if I calculate everything out, it's about 400 pounds. I've added a spare tire because it didn't come with it, and I bolted it there with a U-bolt, a big U-bolt onto the main backbone of the trailer, and it's nice and low out of the way, and I have a spare in case I need it. I rewired everything into split tube, you know, the wire housing, and kind of sealed the wiring and kept it from getting, you know, chafed and causing any kind of weird wiring issue. And I did it all the way through everywhere. And that's about it. That's all there is to it. It was a lot of fun to make, and works really well. I don't think there's anything else. The bearing buddies, I put bearing buddies on there so I can grease the bearings really well. And that's it. My bottle opener, of course, need that. And that's it. Thanks for watching.